What is up? This is Geminox. In this video I'm bringing you some Spellbreak action as well as my thoughts about the game and some stuff that I'd like to see. But first I want to touch bases on a video I did a little bit ago, the Wellspring Invisibility one, where I noticed Wellspring makes you glow and it counteracts the effects of the invisibility rune. And as you can see here, this guy's glowing green. I mean, I also do have tracking on, which makes him glow red. But when he's not glowing red, he's glowing green. And I think the reason that is because of the toxic blessings. But blessings are no longer in the game, so why am I mentioning this? Well, I'm pretty sure the runic fluency would counteract the effect, because I noticed last time I was playing, whenever I had a rune shard, I glowed a little bit. Blew a little bit, glowed a little. Glowed? Just glowed? Whatever. You could, I think it would, I haven't tested it yet, but there are other talents, I think, that make you glow. I can't think of them, which ones they are. But also some spells give you abilities that I think make you glow. So it's something to be aware of if you like using invisibility. Make sure you're not glowing, otherwise you won't actually be invisible. But anyway, on to the topics of this video. Just some things that I want to talk about. I'm going to start off with some game modes that I think will be pretty fun and pretty easy for Epic to do, and as well as get into more of what I think this game is meant to be. You know what I mean? The mechanics are really fun. It's really enjoyable. The Battle Royale's always felt kind of, I don't know, like the game's not meant to be a Battle Royale, even though it is pretty fun and intense. It seems like something's missing, and it could be something pretty obvious. But anyway, I really like these in-game situations, these end-game situations. Did I just say in-game? But yeah, it's all in-game. These end-game situations where it's a good 1v1. So I'm thinking like a gunfight kind of game mode would be pretty cool. Like in Call of Duty, you start off, you have the same gauntlet, same talents, small circle, it's a 1v1. You could even do it with duos and trios, and it'd be pretty cool, I think. Have different little 1v1 situations, little 2v2s. Maybe even do like a tournament, like a bracket thing, you know, where it's a 1v1 like tournament. 8 people queue in and it's 4 different 1v1s. Maybe do best 2 out of 3 or something, and then the winner moves on. And then
good work out there.
I think that'd be kind of fun, kind of interesting. Definitely learn a lot from those kind of games, those kind of fights, you know, in games. They're intense, win or lose, you know. And they could do different things with it too. In this one, it's kind of a small circle. There's 4 of us left, which brings a whole different kind of scenario to the game. You know, you got to be aware of where the other guys are, and if you're caught in the middle of a fight, you know, with 3 people left, and the third guy comes in, throws a boulder at you, and burns you, and just rains on your parade, it's kind of a bummer, you know, kind of a jerk. Why do you do that, man? Anyway. Just would make for different scenarios, you know, and you could even, they could set it up like they did with Zone Wars in Fortnite, where it's a small circle, you know. They could even do up to 16 in the circle, who cares, whatever, you know. I mean, it'd just be different scenarios that they could do. I think it would be better with fewer players, just because it is more, I don't know, I've been in circles that are really small, that have more players, and it does make it kind of intense, kind of crazy. Really got to be moving around a whole lot. So I think that would help. You know, newer players get a lot more familiar with the game and how it's played and stuff like that, because there are a lot of AIs, and it's kind of a bummer having some really good fights, and the last player is an actual AI, and kind of anticlimactic, you know what I mean? But yeah, it'd be fun. I think a lot of fun. Another thing that I've thought of while playing, I think would be kind of cool, is just having different spells and sorceries for each class, you know. Just have more of a variety, like you got different talents, and you can choose the talents. Just have different spells and sorceries that you could choose, and really mix it up. They could do a lot of different combinations. maybe like have like, instead of the fireball, have like a flame wave, like a flamethrower in front of you or something like that, and then instead of the flame wall, have like a meteor or something, or maybe you turn into like a fireball, or like you turn on fire and you can fly at your enemy and do close range damage and set them on fire that way or something, you know. Just different options, different combinations, you know. I think that'd be kind of cool, and it would kind of play into more of what this game is meant to be, which I think is an RPG, an actual role-playing game. You got all these little booths with these scrolls and stuff, and I can't help but think this game would be a really good, like, Morrowind open world type of game. Earn your gold, buy the scrolls, level up your talents. You can get different gauntlets, you can level them up. There's all these other spots. Energy sources, they've had the blessings, you know, different ways to level up the different gauntlets, whichever one you want to use. I think it'd be pretty cool, you know, and then they could even introduce like different amulets, which add different abilities instead of just adding to your mana pool. Yeah, but it'd be a lot of fun. I think they could change it up with the factions too, because they got the Vow Keepers and the Vow Breakers. So they could even have NPCs in this open world that represent each side. You do different quests for each ones. And you gain allegiance to each one, and then the other players in the map, the other wizards, would be, their allegiance would determine whether they're friendly or hostile, you know. I think it'd be pretty fun. Of course, that'd be a lot of, I don't know, memory work stuff. I mean, it'd be a completely different game, but I think that would be pretty fun. And they could even add different gauntlets, you know, like a summoner's gauntlet or like a necromancer's gauntlet. But I don't know what necromancer's gauntlet. It'd be kind of hard to do, I think. But it'd be fun. They could do a lot with that. Again, it's just what they want to put into it. Yeah. And even if they didn't do open world RPG, I think adding that kind of element would bring more players to it. So even if they did just like a dungeon-based, scenario-based dungeons, yeah, that's what I mean, scenario-based dungeons, where you pick your level, you know, there's different skill levels, different party requirements. Maybe there's some that require 8 in a party, you know, go fight the dragon, let's go, you know. Or just some that you can do solo. Doesn't matter. I don't know. But either way, I think it'd be really cool to add an like an actual RPG element to this game. Even adding like some kind of skill tree in these RPG modes, you know, even if they did just do the scenario-based dungeons, where you queue in, you know, and you go in either by yourself or, you know, like I said, up to 8 or whatever they want to do. I think that'd be pretty cool, man. And I think it'd bring more players to the game. Again, a lot of newer players would be able to have a chance to learn the gauntlets, get used to how it's played, because it is a different mechanic than a lot of people are used to. And at least, you know, the more I play it, the better I get with it, and the more familiar. I still screw up a lot. I teleported into the zone the other day and died. That was pretty dumb, but you know, you think you got something figured out, and then you screw it up, and it's, but, you know, that's the way it goes, and that's why it's fun, because you win some, you lose some, you know. But I think if they added a lot more, they'd, you know, something, you know, even a Zone Wars. If they added Zone War type thing, I think even if they did that as a competitive mode, that'd be better than Dominion. Like, Dominion's fun, and it's kind of a bummer always getting 3v3s anymore. But I think a Zone Wars type of thing where it's, you know, 1v1v1v1 or 1v1s or 2v2s or even, you know, just whatever, how they want, you know, exactly how they had Zone Wars set up in Fortnite, you know. I think that'd be way more of a competitive scenario for this game than Dominion is, just because it is these 1v1 situations that really determine whether you're going to win or lose the game. And sometimes you get hit really hard and you die instantly, and sometimes you come out on top, and sometimes there's a lot of movement and it takes a long time to get the other person, you know. So this, I think, would be way better than Dominion, in my opinion, as far as the Zone Wars goes. But either way, if you made it this far, hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, good game, game on. Good game on. Thanks for watching. Peace.